You have to train to failure on every set in the gym. No, and here's why. In order to explain this, let's look at a set of incline dumbbell bench press. Third to last rep, a little bit difficult. My concentric speed has slowed down slightly. Second to last rep, more difficult. My concentric speed slowed down even more. Last rep, I'll just let this one play out. Now, was this a set to failure? No. Why? Because I didn't fail. This is what's known as zero RIR, or zero reps in reserve, which means I had no more reps left in the tank, and if I'd gone for one more, I would have failed. Instead, I chose not to and stopped my set just shy of failure. Even though I didn't necessarily train to failure, it's not like I didn't train hard. I just didn't happen to fail that last rep. And in some cases, this can be good at helping you manage fatigue, especially on exercises where you're doing multiple sets. For example, I do 2 sets of squats on my leg days, where I go to zero RIR on the first set, and then complete failure on the second set. Just mind the facial expressions in these videos. I have a habit of doing that. Okay, so why don't I train to failure on both sets? Isn't that just better? Well, 1. If you've ever failed on squats, you will know how taxing it is, both physically and mentally, sometimes requiring well over 5 minutes to recover. On top of this, you still need to strip the weight and re-rack it back up, just to do even another set. Now, this wouldn't be a problem if you were only doing one set. You'll still have to strip the weight anyway and rest a while. Since you're only doing one set, you may as well do it to failure, because you've only really got one chance at it. But if you're doing another set afterwards for an exercise that either requires a lot of mental and physical effort, or just takes a while to reset up, then it may be worth it to just leave 0 or even 1 reps in reserve, so that you have a little gas in the tank. And then on your second set you go all the way to failure, and it's not really going to matter then, because it's your last set. However, I only recommend doing this for those really taxing exercises, like squats and leg presses. But for some of those simpler movements, like a lat pullover or tricep pushdown, it's probably worth to take all your sets to failure, because those are smaller isolation exercises, thus less taxing on your body as a whole. So all in all, if you don't want to train to failure on every set, then you don't have to. But just make sure to take them to 0 or 1 rep in reserve, whilst also including some sets to failure. Because if you don't train to failure, how are you going to know when you're 0 or 1 rep away from failure, if you don't know what failure is like? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.